Welcome back, everybody, to the Pink Chair. Before I get started, like always, I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in, because you could have been anywhere in this world today, and you choose this time to be with me, and I am forever grateful. Let me say this. It was so hard deciding on what I was going to talk about after the mental illness. Although, thank you for everyone that for tuning in. I got a lot of feedback on it. It was really great. It was good to know. And I needed to come back strong, but if I don't, it is what it is. But I struggle again on what I was going to talk about. So I decided to go on friendship. The reason why I decided to go on friendship is because as I've gotten older, I'm losing a lot of friends. And I'm often wondering if it's something that I'm doing or it's just the bad people around me and I'm just realizing the bullshit. I want to go back to when I was younger. When I was growing up, I grew up in Clinton Hills. It was a small gated community and I had a lot of cousins. So we didn't need no friends. You didn't need no friends. I played with my cousins. We played outside every day. But as time went on, we all went to junior high school and high school. So we all started making our own friends. When I got to high school, I was somewhat still like a shy kid. Although I realized today I wasn't shy. What it was is that I viewed people very quietly from afar. It was nothing shy about me then, and you all know there's nothing shy about me now. Another reason why I wanted to talk about friendships, because I had recently got into a little situation with someone that it was dear to me. And I'm finding out that in order to savor friendships, you got to know what you do wrong. You got to accept some wrong with them and vice versa. And that being said there's so many levels of friendship. There's women that come into your life. When people come into your life, they just want to be around you. They want to just feel your vibe. Some have good intentions, some don't. There's people that been in your life for a long time, and it's just like the norm. It's like an everyday norm. You grow apart, but you're so used to being around one another, and you don't realize that you no longer have anything in common. But since you have grown together, you feel like you're supposed to stay together, and that's not true. I'm just recently realizing about me is that when I started dismissing people out of my life, I was really sad about it. But I'm starting to realize that a lot of it had a lot to do with me. And like I always said, to be a friend, to be a friend, you got to know how to be a friend. And that doesn't mean you're always right. That doesn't mean your friend is supposed to deliver on you bigger. I'm not saying it's supposed to be 50-50, although some people believe in everything 50-50. But in this world, some days it's going to be 20%. She's going to give 80%. You're going to give 70%. She's going to give 30%. Friendships is like a relationship. Although it's not intimate, but it does require some of the same qualifications as like if you were with your husband or your lover. A real friend, you're going to tap into her emotion. You're going to make sure she's good, and vice versa. I'm not saying that's what you got to do. You do. She's going to also do it too. But what I'm realizing too, there's so many fake biatches. I could say bitches, and I think I would say it. Bitches. And I'm done with them. A lot of people want to believe that when they left my life, they were the ones who was walking away, although they didn't realize I walked away a long time ago. Sometimes you can be in a situation and you could say goodbye a long time before your physical leaves the building. And that means when you mentally tap out on this person, whether it's a lover, a friend, whoever, it's nothing they can do against that. You are stronger than everything. So like I was saying, there are a few people in my life that think that they walked away out of my life, although I was already done with them. And I'm not here to talk negative about what I did to dismiss a friendship. I'm just letting you know certain people require certain action. Also, what I've learned too is that we can't accept what we want from each friend. Like, you may have a friend, a ride or die friend. You may have a friend you go to church with. You may have a friend you travel with. You may have a friend who's there for you regardless of whatever. And some people say, how can a person only can deliver one thing and you could state them as a friend? Easy. Because if you can guarantee that one thing from that person, that is golden. And that is a friend. Someone that is gold. I don't care if you just a person that you travel with. You know how hard it is to travel? Find somebody to travel with. Or you find somebody you can go to church with and you enjoy being in church with them. Or you can find somebody who's there to listen to you whenever it's required. So you got to pick your friends wisely. And that's where I'm at in my life. I'm picking friends so wisely. And no one understands where I'm coming from. I don't even care. Right now, I got a boat full of people who's in my space. And God knows, and I pray that they stay in my space. I don't care if another person come through in my life. I'm not care. It was a time like I gotta be out there and I gotta say hi and I gotta say hello. I don't care about that no more. Right now, like I just said, I got a boat full of friends and I could say what 10, and it started with what 200 in the last 5 years, and I'm down to 10. And for the 10 that y'all know who you are, you know who you are. You are my ride or dies, and I don't give a shit who else do not come into my life. Trust. I don't give a shit. And I hopefully right now I'm not coming off crazy, because right now this is what I'm feeling when I'm doing this podcast. I love those who love me. And although the ones that was in my life, I wish there was some reason I could send them a thank you card or a bouquet of flowers. Because now that they're gone, they did me a justice. They did me a justice. Really, they did. But one thing I can say, I wish everyone well. I really wish everyone well. And also, I hurt easily, and this is why I feel like I need to say this. I hurt easily. And it's hard to talk about your feelings, especially with quote unquote women who you think is your friends and they're not your friends, and they take your information you give them and they take it for bad. But there's nothing bad about expressing your feelings. I love who I love, and they know who they are. And I'm not going to mention no names. If you're watching this podcast, you know who the hell you are. But there's one person, I'm going to say her name, and it's a good thing. I haven't seen her in 25 years. Her name is Celeste. Celeste and I grew up. And Celeste, and the reason why me and Celeste is not friends to this day is because of something I did. See, I'm on this journey right now, and I'm owning my shit. Celeste, if you're anywhere in this world today, if you happen to see this podcast, I want you to know that I am Kim Simone Bond is so sorry. I am so sorry. And that's all I can say. And that's what I'm saying. If you got a friendship, or if you got somebody in your life that's worth taking the time to make it right with, please do. I said, 'cause friends are hard to come by. I'm telling you, ladies, they are hard to come by. And although when I started to do this podcast tonight, I was going to really talk to another level about friendship, but I'm just going to just keep it about me right now, because when you talk too much, it gets too animated about, like, if you're talking about somebody. And this is not the kind of podcast I'm doing. It's all about me. That's why I say I can't wait till I have a panel, because when I have a panel, I can say what I got to say. The next two people can say what they got to say. But right now, I'm just, whatever I say, I feel is enough. And if you guys, because like what I decided with my producer was the little podcasts I do, like I would like to do the panel with other people. Like say I talked about friendship today, I would like to do another panel with friendship. Like I talked about mental illness last week, I would like to do another panel with mental illness, with the panel talking about mental illness. So the little things that I talk about later on, it will be discussed openly with a group of people. So just wait, sit still. I'm getting this together. I'm new at this game. I'm new at it. I make a lot of mistakes, but I'm trying really hard. And I hope that you enjoy this podcast. But like I said about friends, if you got any friends, stay tight, do the right thing by them. But like I said, those who know me and know, you know who you are my friend, and I love you. And for those who came into my life and didn't do right, I still wish you well. But I am so forever grateful that you are no longer in my life. God bless. And like I always say, I never say goodbye. See you later. Peace.